Up, kings and queens? It's your boy Dan from Daft Previews, and in today's video, I'm going to take you through all my favorite picks on this upcoming 4-game slate.
Yeah, game day, showing up at practice, attack them, lace them up, get active, lights, camera, then action.
So if you did check out the last video, we did cash in on a couple bangers. We hit Diana Taurasi, got her under her points and assists. We also hit on Sabrina Ionescu over her points and assists. Now, not only did we cash out on those single bets, we also hit some value plays for them. Check this out. Diana Taurasi under 16.5 points and under 4.5 rebounds, cash. We also had Sabrina Ionescu over 19.5 points, over 6.5 assists, and over 2.5 3-pointers made, cash. Now, it all wasn't cash money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a few losers out there. Basically, broke even yesterday. I had a couple of bad reads, but with a large slate, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of value to be found, and I'm feeling pretty confident about the picks that I had. Now, let's jump into it. If that sounds interesting, let's go. So for my first pick, looking at the Dallas Wings versus the Washington Mystics in this one, two absolute trash teams going at it for the second time in 2 days. But man, that last game was a 28 blowout win to the Washington Mystics. This Wings team's falling apart. Whole lot of injuries. 10 straight games in a row that they've lost. I'm not feeling it. And the line, 1.5 to the Washington Mystics. Give me that. So that's my first pick. I'm taking the Washington Mystics to cover. Dallas, they got the worst defense in the whole league right now. Whereas the Mystics has been a little bit better. You got to keep in mind, they lost, their first 10 games. And then since then, they're pretty much winning at a 50% rate. So they're playing so much better than Dallas Wings at the moment. I'm taking Washington 1.5. Let's go. So in the same game, I'm taking Ariel Atkins over 3.5 rebounds. Got to give props to Outlier on this one. They gave me the insight. Ariel Atkins exceeded 3.5 rebounds in 4 of her last 5 games at home, averaging 5.6 rebounds per game. She's got an 80% hit rate there in her last 5. What I also like about this pick is she's rebounded quite well against the Wings. Last 4 games, she's covered this line 3 times against them, averaging 5.2 rebounds. Most recent matchup, she had 7 rebounds in a blowout win in only 25 minutes. If this game is a little bit closer, she should see a couple more minutes, potentially get even some more rebound opportunities. So a real blowout in that most previous game. Washington shot the lights out, 42% from downtown. I don't expect that again. That could even be more rebound chances, even if this game is closer. I do like Ariel Atkins to cover her rebound line. So for my next pick, we're staying in the same game, and I do like Teaira McCowan on this one. And it's not an over. It's actually an underplay. So I'm looking to take her under in her rebounds. You can get under 8.5. It'd be a safer option, but it is at minus 140. So I'm taking under 7.5 plus money play here for Teaira McCowan to go under her boards. Outlier giving us another assist in this one. Check this shit out. So Teaira McCowan has failed to exceed this rebound line in 8 straight games on the road. So 100% hit rate in her last 8 games, under 8.5, even under 7.5. So she's averaging 5.3 rebounds on the road over her last 8 games. It's an amazing hit rate. Her minutes are wildly inconsistent. If you look at the games against the Mystics, look, she's had some decent success. 2 out of her last 4. Most recently in their last game, she only had 2 rebounds in only 14 minutes of action. It wasn't foul trouble. She was just straight up ass. So I'm expecting and hoping that she continues to be ass on the road and to go under her rebounds line. So that's pick number 3. Then for my next pick, heading over to the Connecticut Sun versus Seattle Storm. This one, I'm looking at a money line play here. I'm taking the Connecticut Sun money line as plus money at the moment, plus 105. But if you're feeling a bit more conservative, you can take them plus 1.5 points if you want to ride with me. Now, both of those teams recently had a loss by the Aces. What can you say? The Aces have been smoking these girls as of late. But keeping in mind the Storm, they've dropped 2 in a row. The Sun, they've only lost 2 games all season. The last time they lost a game, they went on a streak of 4 wins in a row. In terms of how these teams match up, I think the Storm probably better at rebounding. So they have the rebounding advantage on this one. But at the same time, the Sun, the number 1 defense in the league. The Storm's best scorer, Jewel Lloyd, shocking. She was terrible in her last game. 0 for 9 from the field, and now she's got an even tougher matchup in this game. I think Connecticut bounced back from their first loss by quite some time, and they go out and start smoking some girls again. So I'm looking for the Connecticut Sun to rebound here, claw out a victory in this one, and take themselves to 14-2. So give me that for plus money. It's the Connecticut Sun. And then my next pick stays in the same game. I'm looking at taking the under Jewell Loyd. I can get it under 27.5. It's minus 132. And that line is also continuing to move. So I've opted to take a lower line under 26.5 PRA to get much better value for my money, I'd say. So I think she goes well under this. Again, it all comes down to the Connecticut Sun and their terrific defense. They allow the least points, least rebounds, least assists in the league so far this season. Loyd trending down. You can see it here. She had a great hit rate. And then her last 3 games, she's gone under, and she's only getting worse. This matchup doesn't get any easier for her. She had the Aces. Now she's got the Sun looking for revenge after a loss. I think they make it quite difficult for her. And if you look at the matchups, she's played in her last 3 games against the Sun. She had 39 PRA in 1 game. Then the following 2 games, 26 and then 15. So definitely a downward trend as of late. And then a downward trend up against the Connecticut Sun. So I'm looking for them to make Jewell Loyd's life difficult. And when they do that, hopefully these bets coincide and we cash both the Sun money line and Jewell Loyd's unders. My last pick, we're looking at CC. It's Caitlin Clark. Indiana Fever up against the Chicago Sky. The saga continues. Now, for my final pick, I'm looking to take Caitlin Clark under her PRA of 30.5. So Outlier's given us another assist on this one. Caitlin Clark's failed to exceed this PRA in 5 out of her last 6 games on the road. She's averaging 23.6 PRA on the road over that span. You can see it here in this graph. The only strong game she's had on the road as of late was up against the Washington Mystics, where she dropped 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's a complete outlier by the looks of things. If you do want to look at her head-to-head matchup, she's had 2 games against the Sky this season. Both of those were at home. Now she goes to the road. She's covered in 1 of the 2. I can't see her absolutely dominating in this game. I wouldn't say that the Fever are deep, but they can get points, rebounds, and assists from a lot of other places. So I don't think Caitlin Clark carries them today. I am fading the new queen of the WNBA. So looking to take her under up against the Chicago Sky. Sky actually lost both of these games against the Fever. Both of these teams are actually going into this game with some somewhat better form than what they were previously. And I think maybe the Sky can get them back. And if the Sky are going to win in this game, it also improves our chances to have an ineffective Caitlin Clark in this one. So I'll leave all my final picks in the pinned comment below. I'll also chuck them on Winnable as well. Actually, for those of you who already signed up to my Winnable, you would have got my picks hours ago when I put those out, which is why you need to check that thing. And if you're interested, I've got a VIP out there, and that's where I put all my parlays and stuff. You can check that out as well. Now, this is a much shorter video than what I normally do. It is late here on a Sunday evening, and I've got a shit ton of things I've got to get to. And a lot of those are for you, the viewer, looking at just improving my skills as a content creator in terms of lighting, doing a course on Photoshop at the moment. Not easy. Looking at creating and how do I create a workshop. I'm putting together an email. So if you're not part of my email list, check that out. You can find my email list below. If you did make it this far in the video, I do thank you. I appreciate all the support, all the comments. Fantastic stuff, lads. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me know. Type in the word CC. It's not even a word, actually. Fucking 2 letters. Tight as hell. But let me know that you made it this far. Let me know what bets you're riding on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.